Shannon Beador's stint on The Real Housewives of Orange County, according to Tamra Judge, has concluded. Tamra was questioned about the reunification of the Tres Amigas, including Vicky Gunvalson, as she reflected on the emotional journey she endured while filming season 19 amid Teddi Mellencamp's cancer diagnosis, addressed her supposed fatty photo and real issue with Jennifer Pedranti, and revealed the favorite one-liner she has dealt on the show. "I made an effort throughout the season, but Shannon maintains a grievance like it's nobody's business," Tamra explained on E! News. In other words, the entire production is centered around conflict and resolution. Tamra is of the opinion that Shannon's incapacity to resolve their differences is sufficient justification for her premature departure from the program. She recommended that when one reaches a place where they are unable to progress, they should leave. According to Tamra, Teddi was experiencing headaches and stumbling down the stairs at the commencement of filming for season 19 earlier this year. "I was required to film and then travel to New Orleans for the performance, and it was absolutely devastating to film during that period," she acknowledged. Today, 6 months later, Tamra stated that Teddi is making every effort to appear on their podcast, Two Teas in a Pod. "I find it difficult to observe her in this manner. I find it difficult to not see her as frequently." She disclosed that she finds it challenging to communicate and does not particularly enjoy conversing on the phone. "I mourn my friend terribly. Our life was characterized by a fast-paced and thrilling tempo, and we were always together. We would convene at the iHeart Studios to produce podcasts together, and we would travel with our podcast to perform live shows. Presently, we are awaiting our turn." Although Tamra commended Dolores Catania for her exceptional performance in replacing Teddi, she expressed her optimism that Teddi would return to work full-time in the near future. "She will simply overcome this. According to Tamra, she is going to prevail." Tamra moved on to Real Housewives of Orange County and addressed the former rotund photo of Jen, as described by Gina Kirschenheiter. She asserted that the claim was a result of a conversation she had with Heather Dubrow. "What I intended to convey, but was unable to do so due to my reluctance to breach the fourth wall, was that I believed she was preoccupied with my life and that she was eager to appear on the show. She desired to be on the show, which is why she befriended me." Tamra clarified that this was the primary motivation. In the photograph, Jennifer was not even overweight, according to Tamra. "She is simply exceedingly thin today." Heather responded by saying, "Oh," when I shared the photograph with her. "Then I think, well, she was heavier. Her weight was increased at that time. But an entire transformation occurred. I was alone and I thought, she has undergone a transformation. Also, she appears to be in excellent health." "She is stunning," Tamra maintained. She further stated that it was not comparable to Slade Smiley's display of my photograph on the Jumbotron, in which he claimed to be the Michelin Man, or addressing Vicky as Miss Piggy. Tamra then disclosed her preferred Real Housewives of Orange County phrases after acknowledging that she had potentially encountered Heather while intoxicated, characterizing her as a delightful individual. "I believe that the question, 'Is there anything you are envious of?' that comes out of your mouth is quite effective. However, my assessment is that the individual who remains alive is the preferred option. At the conclusion of each cameo, individuals request that I conclude with that phrase. People say it everywhere I go," she disclosed. Orange County's Real Housewives are embarking on an extensive journey to New Orleans. However, this journey is anything but effortless. In a PopCulture.com exclusive sneak glimpse of Thursday's all-new episode of The Bravo Show, Gretchen Rossi expressed her uncertainty about her ability to reconcile with Tamra Judge at a time when Gina Kirschenheiter and Emily Simpson are advocating for reconciliation within the group. The beginning of the clip features Gina, Emily, Gretchen, and Katie Janela participating in a riverboat excursion while anticipating the arrival of Tamra, Shannon storms Beador, and Heather Dubrow in Louisiana. Gina examines the murky river waters from the railing and observes that the waterlogged branches she is convinced are alligators are actually a deflection. She jokes, "I bet you, Tamra, put them out there." In agreement, Emily is adept at deflecting. In that moment, Emily discloses to the group that Jen Pedranti, the proprietor of the yoga studio, confided in her that Shannon consistently instructs her, "You must not roll on me," while they were equestrian riding the previous week. In a confessional, Emily observes that Shannon enjoys having an ally in the housewives group. She informs Jen that it is evident that the Love Hotel alum does not wish for her to resolve matters with Tamra, as this would result in her being alone. Emily recounts the conversation to the New Orleans group, stating that preventing Jen from resolving things with Tamra is the exact antithesis of what I continue to encourage individuals to do. Gina concurs. I believe that we are perpetually striving to reconcile everyone. She then turns to Gretchen as she continues. And I comprehend that you have significant issues with Tamra, and I comprehend that you will need to resolve them. Then Emily adds, we were attempting to begin with a smaller scale, and perhaps we will gradually progress to Gretchen. Gretchen, who has been engaging in a dispute with Tamra for more than a decade, responds, I am listening to everything you are saying, and I have prayed a lot about it. I am genuinely pleading with God to alter my sentiments on the matter. However, she must be prepared to accept responsibility for a portion of her actions. What is it going to take for that girl to cease fabricating lies? Gretchen continues in a confessional, I am dedicated to forgiveness. I believe that is the call of the Bible. The Bible, however, does not mandate that you reconcile with individuals who persist in causing you injury, and that is referred to as insight.